Escape with us to Montenegro. Look at what this clever man has done. Is there space for us to sleep in there?
Barely.
Only when all the bikes come out. But at least we can get to the mountains now. We're driving on the panoramic route. Ethel's kind of getting used to the car now. Still a bit nerve-wracking for him.
For you as well.
For me as well. That's where we've come from. And we've just been looking out on these amazing mountains. And now we're going towards the next amazing mountains, and they're right in front of us, rising up off the road. Just incredible. We've arrived in the town of Savnik on the panorama route on the way to Martinji today, which is up in the north. But this is a beautiful little swimming spot in Savnik. There's quite a bit of roadworks going on in Montenegro. Still on the panorama route, and the panorama is opening up a bit again. We think one of those mountains could be Muglik, just peeking out over the top at the back.
It's cattle police.
We've just had an amazing lunch dinner at Soshika, this restaurant, which was delicious, and it's on the lake at Pluzine, next to this amazing church. You feel very close to the cliff on these left-hand drive cars.
The lake through this valley is just so incredible. Such a steep gorge. This amazing drive going all the way along the lake edge.
So here's a tunnel just disappearing into the rock, and we are in a maze of tunnels, and this is where Google's telling us to go, so we hope we'll make it out the other end. That looks promising though. Well, there was a car coming the other way, so we've experienced that now. Here's another tunnel. That is our mountain. We are going up that, Mount Muglik, highest mountain in Bosnia. And now we are terrified, and not just for the traffic coming in the other direction, mostly for tomorrow.
Gail's trying to convince herself that this is very doable.
I'm just wondering why there's a fire on our mountain right now.
And I just seem to get higher and higher and
No,
higher.
it's okay. We'll get there. And then we'll be on the highest point of Bosnia, so it'll be worth it if that fire is not going tomorrow morning. Hey guys, we got stacks of hiking to do today.
We've left our camper van parked on the side of the road.
Hidden in the bushes, and we're ready to go. Kind of.
The sun is peeking out and the clouds have risen a little bit. And we're on our way up. The clouds have lifted. We can see the top of the mountains. And we're going up. We're 3.8 k's up and going past very much a bear cave. Watch out, Gail.
No, don't say that.
Still a way to go.
We just met a nice Russian guy on the way up who told us that there are bear tracks up here. So that was exciting.
And he camped up here last night, and during the night he heard noises all around his tent and he thought, oh no, bears. And then he peeked out and he saw cows.
We are surveying our beautiful landscape and thinking that we might have seen our possible peak. It's got no cloud cover on it at the moment, if that is it. So let's have a look. Is it that one over there? We'll find out now. Athel, and he has my heart. That is called Trinisko Jezero, the heart-shaped lake in Bosnia. Above the lake and having a rest break now.
Almost on the top.
About 2/3 of the way up, I reckon. This is a very undecided day weather-wise. We keep getting sunny, then cloud, then it opens up. We're looking into Bosnia now, and we're about 1 kilometer from the peak.
But we're headed into cloud now.
We made it. We're on the top of Bosnia, and Athel's found a special box and a book to fill in to say that we were here. But we can't see into Bosnia. So we know we're at the top, but we don't know what's beneath us.
We thought we were at the top, but we just checked the map and realized that we have to climb up that, which is a little bit scary. So we'll see how we go. There's some little people on top of the hill that we have to climb up. I don't know how we're getting up that cliff face, but we'll try.
I'm thrilled.
Will we be able to get up here? It looks like our path goes to a vertical cliff face to get up to the top. Oh no, what are we gonna do? Gail is not a fan of scrambling up rocks, and this is a bit of a scramble.
It's the heights that are the issue.
And we have to go up heights to get up to the highest point in Bosnia.
No, I don't have to.
We made it up to the top. Gail had her doubts whether she'd be able to get through the scramble.
I clung to the ground like a gecko.
But I had to coach her through, and we made it. We're going to wait for the view, but it's surprisingly warm up here.
Yeah, it's nice. Staying low from this point.
And just as we come off the peak, we get a view into North Bosnia. Can you believe that Gail climbed up that?
I can't.
It doesn't look possible.
Now that it's cleared up, you can see Mount Maglik in Bosnia, and you can see we're looking over the Heart Lake and back over the Sujetska Range, and then we're looking out into Montenegro and into the Dermital Range, which is Bobotov Cook. We used to be seen as the highest mountain in Montenegro, and a few other mountains there. One of them we'll go up tomorrow, and there's Matrinji Lake as far where we came from.
We have to go all the way down to that lake now.
But we're so happy that we actually saw the view in the end. When you've just finished a 12-hour hike and there's a cow in your way and a fly in your cab, or 2 flies. Athel's making us some tea now that we're down from our epic hike. And this is our camper van, the inside of our camper van. And this is where we are parked tonight, is on Mratinji Lake. Jolly good. And exhausted, time for bed. We're leaving the beautiful part of the mountain behind us and going out along the beautiful lake on that one-way road that was so exciting on the way in. So hopefully there's no cars coming the other way. Look at that view. That's the hydroelectric dam. Our mountain peaks are covered in cloud today as we drive back down to Plezine. We're traveling through all the little alpine villages. We're in Dermitor National Park and enjoying the routes.
The views here are spectacular.
push! Wow, we're off-roading.
This is quite an incredible example of the fold mountains, and see the layers of rock that have been folded into this mountain range. It is so stunningly beautiful.
And there's Cradle Mountain. We're in Tasmania. Woo! There's a sheep farm down there, and the poor sheep are being shorn. There's Mount Brutus. We were going to climb that, but we decided with our sore legs from yesterday just to have a road trip. The beautiful Katoon, which are the mountain huts down below.
We had a look at this and we thought, oh, this could be a nice campsite. And it's even called Camp Javor. But then we thought, wait a minute, maybe that means camping not allowed. Why is there a fan here, but there's no way to switch it on? I was looking at it now and I noticed, oh, there's some wires in there. And they're mixed in amongst the fans. I bring the wires out and it's got a USB port, and I plug in a portable battery and
Oh my
the
goodness.
fan works.
Athel has fixed us up for a much cooler evening. Nazdravni. There are a few very brave people trying out the water here. Athel might do it later, but he suggested a lovely boat trip on the lake. This is called Cerno Jezero, Black Lake. Now this is supposed to be a rest day around Black Lake. But these are definitely stairs going uphill.
The Black Lakes in Dermator are quite unusual because this creeks around drain into this lake, which then drains into the smaller Black Lake in summer. But in spring, when the snowmelt happens from the mountains up above, it actually fills up this little Black Lake. Oh, and the little Black Lake drains into one of the river catchments via tunnels through the limestone. But in spring, the little lake fills up and then overflows into the Black Lake, and then that actually overflows into a different river system. And so in the Tara River, so in different seasons, these lakes feed completely different river catchments.
Athel's making us a yummy dinner. What are you making, Athel?
I'm making a sausage and rice, whatever.
Delicious. We've gone up Malinsky Potok. We're going to Ledina Pacina, which is the ice cave. And we're quite excited about that, but we're hoping the weather is good and it's not too freezing cold.
Stray dogs are a thing around this part of the world. They're very well behaved. They don't harass you.
But we want to look after all of them and take them all with us.
But we can't. There's rain predicted this afternoon and those clouds are looking a little bit ominous, but we're hoping they will hold off until we get up and down
Let's
again.
get moving.
This path is a little bit close with all the pine trees. This is hard going on this. Still got another 2 k's to go and those clouds are looking ominous.
Athel is navigating mountain goat territory over there. But so beautiful.
The rain has caught us and it's quite big drops of rain, but not too heavy as yet. Hopefully it just goes. The mist is rolling in quite tightly now, which is quite intimidating. Very beautiful though. Well, that's gone neck level. It's starting to hail.
Turn around and go.
It's just little hailstones,
No,
but
go.
there I can see the ice cave. And it's quite icy out here, which is appropriate. We've crested to the top, and there is the ice cave disappearing into the depths. This is incredible. This is down in the cave, and you can see there are ice stalagmites and stalactites. There's one icicle that's going from the floor to the ceiling, and that's just ice down there. We're not going down because it would be too hazardous, but wow.
Bit intense.
Bit intense, but we're here in the ice cave entry. This ice cave is quite amazing, but I'm starting to shiver now, and so we are heading down into the mist. Gail, the accomplished mountain climber, is climbing down all of this. Can you believe it?
Scary stuff in the mist, folks.
I wonder if those little froglets, turn into this dude when they grow up. One minute the mountain's there, and the next minute it disappears. It's quite mysterious.
I'm standing on Tara Canyon Bridge, looking out over the canyon where they do their rafting. We're driving up the Tara Canyon panoramic route, even though it's closed. We just don't know where it's closed and where the landslide damage is, but Ethel's foraging on. Will he get through? We've turned around.
The water of the canyon is so impossibly blue and beautiful and clear.
We've had a few diversions today. They're not big on road signage here, but this is looking promising. We were wrong, there's still a digger digging the road, so this road is not passing through. We are going to try a little side road and see if it gets us anywhere. It's very exciting. It's beautiful farmland, but it is a typical Moor adventure where we just see what happens. So when you go on crazy country back roads, you end up with stunning views. It's always worth it, so long as we can get through to the next road. So we're in Podgorica National Park in the middle of Montenegro, and we are going hiking up to Mount Bendovac through a primeval forest. So this is Montenegro's primeval forest. We were looking out over Bosnia's primeval forest the other day. Lovely. Ethel's on the last 10 minutes to Bendovac Peak up there, but we've just passed a katun, which is a summer pasture land. And this has been here for a couple hundred years. The local people would come up here, and now they're using it for tourists to stay over after their walk up to the viewpoint. Off we go. Looking down on Podgorica. Oh. It's sunset time. We're arriving pretty late today, and we're nearing the town of Kisinji, arriving at the National Park Podgorica soon. This is what you call an impressive looking entry to a national park. We're not sure which of those we're going up, but we hope we're just walking around the base of any of them. They are too big. Ethel's trying to get the perfect park so we can sleep very comfortably, because tomorrow we are going exploring into this majestic playground. We are going to need to be strong tomorrow to tackle some of that. Incredible.
How do you like our idyllic campsite setting? Right here under the mountains. Gail making dinner. It's delightful.
Hello, we are on the massif of the Carantafil, which is in Prokletia National Park, and we're about to go hiking up to Mount Talianka. But it's a short hike today, so it's 5 hours we think, and we're quite excited about it not being 10 hours. Came around the corner and there's a spring, a natural spring just bubbling up out of the bush. There it goes.
Gail came tumbling over me a couple of seconds ago when there was a snake in the path, and we both went crashing to the ground, and now she's going to run through snake territory. We're up on the grazing lands, climbing up to the peaks, and it's just beautiful up here. But we don't see the massive cliffs we saw from down on the campsite, and the most amazing views up here. Just opening up. How you feel, Gil?
Very good. This is awesome. We are in a very high place. That's all you need to know. But it's incredibly beautiful. And we are on an awesome hike to go up 2 more peaks to see beautiful places around the corner.
And we can see our camper van way, way, way down there. You can see in the distance, which is freaking Gail out at the moment. We're at the top of the world here.
Being very still, meditating at the top of the world, concentrating.
There's a shepherd herding his sheep way, way up on top of the hill. We're going to be going straight through that herd. The path is blocked by the crowds of sheep. We can't get through. What are we going to do?
We're going to watch them and appreciate them.
It's a little bit of a traffic jam because the sheep don't want to go past us and the shepherd wants them to go down the hill, and they're all piling up. Oh, there he goes. First one's gone. There goes the wolf.
Maşallah, bu maşallah.
We're looking over into Albania to Lepush village, and this is our 360 today. So enjoying just being immersed in the mountains with a lot of other people, which is quite nice. And we're on to our next peak, which is that one down there, and then back to our campsite. Okay, I see you.
And still a long way down to go.
We're on our last 1.5 k's after a magnificent hike. We're back in the forest.
We are having kacmak, which is the traditional Montenegrin potato and cheese dish.
That's very nice. Yeah, chew comes up. We are farewelling this incredible mountain range, the Karen Fills, today. And we're off to the next valley across called Rupayana Valley to seek out the Eye of the Grasshopper well. So we're on a quest, but we have loved this valley so much. Beautiful peaks. More locals to greet along the way. Love it.
This waterfall is quite incredible, cascading down into this cave and disappearing further down into the depths. Today we head into the Rupayana Valley, which is looking stunning. And we're going to see the grasshopper's eye and another lake as we go.
This is our first proof of bears. The beehives have to be fenced off. And people here are very trusting, but they won't be trusting the bears.
In the wet season there'd be a lake down there, but because it's summer and dry, there's no lake, just...
We have arrived at Oko Skakovice, the Eye of the Grasshopper, which is a 70-meter deep wellspring. And Athel's contemplating whether to go swimming. Athel, comments?
It is icy cold.
Icy cold. No, he's just going to enjoy the side of it.
The eye of the grasshopper doesn't look like a grasshopper eye. It doesn't even look like an eye. I followed this old trail, which looks like it's an old drainage trail from a creek which is now dry. But it links this creek across to a bit of grazing land, and it must be to irrigate it when the spring melts happen.
Athel's having his first campervan shower. Is it good?
It is good. It's nice and warm. We've had a really nice relaxed day, good rest day. Great.
So this, I'm helping navigate Athel's rally route through Montenegro. Check all the twists and turns. But it's so lovely. It's very exciting. We've just come up from there. There have been a few farm trucks that have tried to hustle us off the road a bit. And there's gullies at the side of the road, but absolutely lovely, all these. Wow, these are good turns. Athel's being a racing car driver. It's like a rave in a forest. Well, we're back on the open roads. This can be what happens to main roads.
We came over the top of the pass and greeted by these beautiful views over the forests full of bears.
We are cycling, but we're not really. We're actually in our camper van, but this would have been the route that we cycled down into Podgorica along the Podgorica Canyon. Lots of wines and bends and beautiful forest and the peaks of the Dinaric Alps in the distance. G-forces. That is the highest railway bridge in Europe and the second highest in the world. Pretty special. Alright, this is freaking scary because Athel just stalled. Did you stall? No. Okay, he's alright. It just felt like it. You know how far down that is? That's very far down. These are scary roads.
And we had a truck chasing us.
And a truck was chasing us down.
We've had our shower. We're feeling fresh. We've washed all our washing, hanging it up. We're updating our blogs and our videos. And tomorrow we're cycling again into a heat wave.
Into Albania. Whoop, whoop.
So hear from us next week.